Good evening, guys. We'll wait 2-3 minutes for others to join and then we'll start. Uh, Hello, welcome back, guys. Good evening to all. I hope my voice and video are clear. Give me a thumbs up so we can proceed further then. All good? Okay, super. Good evening, Divyanush. Alright, welcome. Yesterday you didn't came. Chalo. So, if you know, yesterday we completed straight lines, and today I would like to start with circles. The next part in our coordinate geometry. If you know, coordinate geometry starts with straight line, then we move on to circle and then conics. Conics may we have parabola, ellipse, hyperbola. So now today we'll be starting with circles. So again, let me tell you what I plan to do today. Basically, I have planned ki we will do the equations of circle, different forms of equation of circle. We'll look to the derivations, how this form came. We'll look, understand everything. And I plan to just do some questions today, but majority of the question we'll be doing in the next lecture. So next lecture will be full of questions of whatever we did today. So basically, let's start with what we have the next. That is basic forms of equations of circle. So second thing, yeah, definition of a circle. I mean, we all know what is meant by a circle, but still, it is better to put it in a definition or mathematical way of what we know as a circle. Basically, it is of, let me tell you, a locus point of view of definition. As you know, every curve, basically, our standard curves are locus. So the locus point of view of definition is a circle is a set of point which is equidistant from a fixed point. So there are many set of points which will be equidistant from a fixed point. That fixed point is called a center. That fixed point is called a center. So if we apply this condition to a locus, then we'll get the equation of a circle. You can see here this. This is the fixed point, and just guys, give me a second. I think the brightness is too much, right? Wait. Now you'll be able to see more clearly, I think. Yes? Come on. Okay. So this what we're talking about. This is a fixed point from which each of these dotted point is at a fixed distance, as you can see. All of this distance is same. So if we draw this locus, if we join all these points, we'll get a circle. That is the locus definition of circle. Let me repeat out. Yeah, this fixed point is called the center of the circle. The distance between center and any point is called the radius. Obviously, as we all know, this is suppose point P. So if we join C and P, we'll get radius. Correct, guys? Come on. Let's see what we have next. If the radius of the circle is 1 unit, some standard points, if the radius of the circle is 1 unit, then it is called a unit circle. So we will be doing unit circle in many cases. Let me tell you something. Unit circle will be used, or you must have heard it in trigonometry, right? Standard unit circle. So what is meant by unit circle? Circle with radius 1 unit. And if the radius is 0, it is known as a point circle. Means it is not actually a circle, it is just a point if the radius is 0. And that point is the center. Let's see what we have next. Equation of a circle. Let's talk about various forms. I hope you remember we have various forms of equations of lines, and similarly we have various forms of equations of circle. So the first is this form. What is this form? This form is known as the center radius form. As you all know, the meaning of the form lies in the name itself, center radius form. Means in this, we'll have the center as well as the radius. So, and what is the center radius form? X minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square equals to r square, where the center is h comma k and radius is r. So according to locus, if you remember the 4 steps of locus, right guys? What are the 4 steps of locus? We have to assume a point. So let's say we assume the point p x1 comma y1. After that, we need the condition. What is the condition for the circle? That this fixed point is at a fixed distance r from the center, right? If you remember the condition previous slide, this fixed point is a fixed distance r from the center. Now we apply the formula. So applying the formula, what do you think will be the formula here? I hope you guessed it. It will be distance formula, right? We know the 2 points and the distance between those 2 points is r. Correct? So let's apply the distance formula here. We can see length of CP will be equals to R. So if I square on both the sides, I'll get CP square equals to R square. Let us write CP square. It will be X1 minus H the whole square plus Y1 minus K, Y1 minus K the whole square equals to R square. Now, in the last step, what do? We replace the assumed point. We replace the assumed point by x and y. I know generally we assume the point as h comma k, but we cannot do it here because we already have taken the center of the circle as h comma k. Got it? So let's replace the assumed points by x and y plus y minus k the whole square equals to r square. So we derived the formula, very simple, where center is h comma k and radius is r. You need to remember these two things. Are we all here till here? Give me a thumbs up so we can move further. Okay. Ames, new student, welcome. Ames, I think yours is the first lecture, right? Okay. So now what we have next? Second form is the general form of equation of circle. As we have the general form of equation of line, what was the general form of equation of line? Ax plus by plus c equals to 0. So similarly, we have the general form of equation of circle, which is here x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. So, if the circle is given in this form, then again circle is defined by its center and radius. How a line is defined? Similar to line. How line is defined? Line is defined by a point and its slope. So similar to that, the circle is defined by center and radius. So we need to know how to get center and radius from the general equation of the circle. So for that, what do? We have the center will be minus g minus f and the radius will be this. Now, how did this came? We are going to look at it, right? I hope you remember the completing square method from quadratic equation, correct? So we'll be using completing square method here, guys. Let's take the equation and write it in this way: x square plus 2gx will make will take quadratic in x separately, quadratic in y separately. So these are the terms of x. Now let's write the terms of y. Y square plus 2fy. And I'll take the c on the other side, so minus c. Now as you can see here, these two terms, we have to form a quadratic. You can see here, let me change the color. We'll use, I think we can use purple. So here you can see this is a square or a square plus 2ab. Yeah, this is also a square plus 2ab. So for completing square, we need b square, right? So we'll add and subtract that. What we'll do? We'll add a square plus 2ab plus g square, and here we'll add f square. Correct? So if I add these, what I'll get, guys? I'll get x square plus 2gx plus g square plus here I'll get y square plus 2fy plus f square. Right? Now we cannot simply add, we need to subtract also, or we'll add it on the other side. Here I'll get g square plus f square minus c. So yeah, just a second. Okay. So what is this? This is x plus g the whole square plus y plus f the whole square equals to, I can write it as under root of g square plus f square minus c the whole square. Now we can compare it with the center radius form we know, which is x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square equals to r square. Now if we compare it with this, what do you think? What is h? H is basically minus g. What is k? K is minus F. Notice R. R is under root of G square plus F square minus C. So we got the radius. And what will is center? Center was H comma K, right? From center radius form. So your center is minus G comma minus F. So if the equation of circle is given in general form, if the equation of circle is given in general form, then we can get the center and radius. Center is minus G comma minus F, radius is under root of G square plus F square minus C. Got it? All clear till here? Should we move forward? Yes or no? Okay. Anjana said yes. What about others, guys? Ames. Yoga Lakshmi said okay. Super. Thank you. Chal. Let's see what we have next. Some standard definition. That is definition of basically, you can say this is a relation between line and circle. So, what is meant by relation between line and circle? A line and circle can make three cases. For one of the cases is the line intersects or cuts the circle. Such a line is called a secant. Second case is the line touches the circle. Such a line is called tangent. And last case is the line does nothing, just passes by the circle. So such a line is neither secant nor tangent. So we have three cases when we have circle and a line. What are those three cases, guys? First is secant, second is tangent, and lastly, third is neither secant nor tangent. As you can see, this is a secant line which intersects the circle at 2 points, point A and point B. Next, segment. Now, obviously, every secant, since it intersects the circle at 2 points, the secant cuts a chord. So, this is a chord AB. I hope you all know this basic definition, guys. AB is the length of chord, correct? AB is the length of chord. Now, one interesting thing that we already studied in your 10th standard is, you might have heard this statement, perpendicular drop from center to the chord bisects the chord. Perpendicular drop from the center to the chord bisects the chord. And vice versa is also true. So, we'll be using this property many times in questions whenever there is chord involved. Now, we have the third and the last form, not last form, we have parametric also. So this is second last form, which is the diameter form. So before doing the diameter form, let me tell you one thing. Yeah. Let me tell you one thing that, just a second. Why this wire? Yeah. So again, we will be using the property from 10th standard. What was the property? That angle subtended by diameter on the circumference is 90 degrees. Let me repeat myself. Angle subtended by diameter on the circumference is 90 degrees. Or you can take it in another way, that is angle subtended in a semicircle is 90 degrees. So both of the statements are true. That says that let's see a circle where A and B are diameter, sorry, end points of diameter. The coordinates of A are x1, y1, the coordinates of B are x2 and y2. Now we have to get equation of circle, right? So again, we'll follow the 4 steps of locus. So let us assume a point P. I hope you can see this. This is point P, x comma y on the circle. We assumed it at x comma y itself, not h comma k. You can do it with h comma k also, no worries. Now, we need to look at the condition. What is the condition? If I join this line and I form this triangle, then APB will be 90 degree. As we know that angle subtended by diameter on the circumference is 90 degrees. What formula we'll use? Do you remember some formula? I need answers from you guys. This I'll write the statement or write the condition, that is AP is perpendicular to PB. So what formula or what condition can I write? Come on, I want you guys to give me a hint. This, sorry, I'll give you a hint. It is related from straight line. We just now completed straight line yesterday. So I hope you can give me what do we do when two lines are perpendicular? Come on, let's see. What do we do when two lines are perpendicular? Come on, guys. What do we do when two lines are perpendicular? Anjana, Mumta, I'm expecting answers from you guys. No? What do we do when two lines are perpendicular? Come on, guys, are you there? Anjana, Mumta, and we have Rajesh. Rajesh though doesn't speak only. Yesterday also you didn't said anything. Come on, Rajesh. If you have anything, any doubts or any inputs, you can say. And Mahesh. What do we have, guys? Come on, guys. If two lines are perpendicular, what do we use in straight line? Hello. Is my voice clear? If you cannot answer this, then there is no point in moving forward, right? This is very simple thing. Yeah. Superb. Thank you, Anjana. M1 into M2 is minus 1. That means product of slope is minus 1. So here, slope of AP into slope of PB will be equals to minus 1. What is slope of AP? AP का slope y minus y1 upon x minus x1 into slope of PB y minus y2 upon x minus x2 equals to minus 1. So if I cross multiply, I'll get y minus y1 into y minus y2 equals to minus times x minus x1 into x minus x2. If I bring everything on the left hand side, so what I'll get? X minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 equals to 0. This is the equation of locus, which in this case it's a circle. This form is called the diameter form. Why diameter form, guys? Because we have used the diameter here. See, x1, y1 and x2, y2. These 2 points are the end points of diameter. X1, y1, x2, y2 are end points of diameter. So this form we can use when we have end points of diameter. Correct? So this was the second last form. Let me repeat what we did. We did three things or three forms: the center radius form, the general form, and the diameter form. Let's see what we have next. We have MCQs. Come on. The center of the circle. What is it? A, B, C, or D? Come on, guys. A, B, C, or D? Come on. Yes. Only Anjana is answering again, as I can see. It is option number 3. Super. What about others, guys? Okay, Mahesh also said. Thank you. Sure. Sorry. Yeah, it's option C. Right. Let's see what we have next. Radius. Come on. What it is? What is it? Oh, again, Mahesh said 2. Yes, option B, under root of g square h k minus. Very simple question, sir. Chalo. What is center in this case? Come on. Now it's something interesting we have here. Let's see. What do you think? What is the center of this circle? No one? How to get the center? Let me tell you how to get the center. Still no one? Come on, guys. See, the center, uh, if the circle, let me write it here. Okay, I'll write it here. If the equation of circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0, then usually what I remember is to get the equation of a circle. To get the equation of a circle, what I remember is I see the coefficients of x and y. What are the coefficients of x and y? 2g and 2f. Then what I do, I divide it by 2. So if I divide by 2, I'll get g and f, right? And then I change the sign. So this is positive, this will become negative, this is also positive, this will become negative. So now these coordinates become the center. So what steps do I follow, guys? I follow 2 steps: divide by 2 and then change the sign. Divide by 2 and then change the sign. Anjana, why everybody else left? Is there some issue? Do you know something? Why others left? Or should I check? Achanak se everybody is left. Are you there, Anjana? Why did everybody leave? Power is not there. Oh, okay. So now, are they near you? Should we wait for them? Are you all attending in the same class? Okay, okay, fine. So what will we do? We'll wait for them. Okay, we'll wait 2 3 minutes. Tell them that we are waiting for them. Let's try to get as much everyone as possible. Okay. Power is gone. Come on. You can go help them. You can keep your phone and tab side. We'll wait for them. Okay. And when you come back, give like type ki ha, we can start. Then we start. Okay. Are we ready? Hello, Anjana. Oh, you also left. No one is there. Yeah, is your power back on? Power in JNV is back? No, no one there in the meet. Yeah, is power on back, Anjana? Hello. Okay, okay. Where are the others? Yeah, they joined. Fine. Let's start. Yeah. So we were discussing. Yeah, everybody came. We were discussing this that whenever we have equation of circle. What do I remember is to get the center and radius, what I do is I just look at the coefficients of x and y. So if I look at the coefficient of x and y, first is divide them by 2 and then change the sign. Divide them by 2 and change the sign. Now the problem here is that whenever we do this, we have to make sure that coefficient of x square and y square is 1, which is not 1 here, guys. So to make it 1, what we'll do, we'll divide by a. So if we divide by a, I'll get x square plus y square plus 2g upon ax plus 2f upon ay plus c equals to 0. Now the coefficient of x square and y square is 1. So what do we do? See the coefficient of x and y, divide by 2, g by a, f by a, and then change the sign. So minus g by a, comma minus f by a. These are the new center. Minus g by, which is option number 3. Correct? Chalo. Did you all get it? Give me a thumbs up so we can move forward. Okay. Next MCQ is for you. Come on. We just now discussed. See the coefficients of x and y, divide by 2 and change their sign. Come on. What is the option here, guys? Chalo. Second. Yeah. So the coefficients are 4 and 6. What we'll do, we'll divide by 2. So I'll get 2 and 3. And then we'll change the sign. So it will be minus 2 and minus 3. So these are by center. So minus 2 and minus. Super, Mamta. Chalo. Radius. What is radius? What was the formula for radius? Under root of g square plus f square minus c. That means we require g, f, and c. So let's see this. This is the c, right? C is minus 12. We'll divide by 2. So I'll get 2 and 3. This is g and this is f. So what is the radius? Radius will be equal to under root of g square 4 plus f square 9 minus c. Please remember it is minus of minus 12 because c is with sign minus 12. So I'll get under root of 25, right? Which is 5. So radius is 5. Simple. Let's see what we have next. Notations and concentric circle and concyclic points. Now there are some standard notations that we use in a circle. So it is better to study those notations. Let's see. What are the standard notations? This one. These are the standard notations we use for uh, not this. Yeah, for point x1 comma y1. So for point x1 comma y1, we denote the equation of circle by s. Now s1 means s1, we'll talk about it later. Let's talk about s11. S11 means that we substituted this point in the circle. That means x की जगह पे we substitute x1, y की जगह पे y1. So we got x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c equals to 0. This is the notation for S11. S11 means substitute the point in the equation. So now after this, we have position of a point. So depending on, not depending on, the circle and point can have three meanings. That means, let's say a circle, so any point can be in three places with respect to circle. Either that point can be outside the circle, either that point can be on the circle, or lastly the point can be inside the circle. There are three cases. That means either the point can be outside, on the circle, or inside the circle. So depending on this, we can know whether the point is on the circle or outside the circle or inside the circle. So if the point is x1 comma y1, right guys? If the point is x1 comma y1. So what is S11? By calculating the value of S11, we can get whether the point is inside the circle, outside the circle, or on the circle. So, if the point is inside the circle, then S11 is less than 0. If the point is on the circle, then S11 is equals to 0. And if the point is outside the circle, then S11 is greater than 0. So we have to remember this because this is position of a point with respect to circle. It comes many times in your JEE mains question to determine the position of the point. So for circle, please remember we'll be doing the same thing in conics for parabola, ellipse, and hyperbola. For circle, if less than 0, interior, and you can remember the rest if you remember the one of them. Now let's see how this came, right? So here I have the center C, and let us assume that the point is inside the circle P. So if I join center with this will be the radius, correct? Yeah. So let us say center is, sorry, yeah. What is the center, guys? Center is minus G comma minus F. What was the point, guys? Point was x1 comma y1. So from diagram we can easily see if the point is inside the circle, then the length of CP will be less than the radius. If I square on both the sides, CP square will be less than radius because radius is greater than CP, right? So for CP, we'll use the distance formula. Let's use the distance formula. X1 plus G, the whole square, plus Y1 plus F, the whole square, equals to R was under root of G square plus F square minus C naught, equals to, sorry, less than, right? So if I open this, x1 square plus 2g x1 plus g square plus y1 square plus 2fy1 plus f square is less than g square plus f square minus c. As you can see, g square and f square will get cancelled. So I'll be left with, let us rearrange this. These are the terms I'll be left with, and I'll take the c on left hand side. So I'll get x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c is less than 0. Now what is this, guys? This is S11 is less than 0. That means if a point is inside the circle, then S11 is less than 0. Similarly, if the point is on the circle, then here we will be using equality. So everything will be same. Here equality will come. So S11 will be equal to 0 when point is on the circle. And if the point is outside the circle, then this will be greater than. So everything will be same. This will be greater than 0. I hope you got it. It's clear. Are you all guys clear? Anjana, Mamta and Mahesh, give me a thumbs up if it's clear. Okay, super. Sure. Concentric circle. Now we know what are concentric circles. Concentric circles means centers are same. So what will be the difference? Difference will be radius. And if the centers are same, how do we get the center, guys? We see the coefficient of x and y. So if the centers are same, that means coefficients of x and y will be same. Please listen again. How do we get the center of the circle? We get it by seeing the coefficients of x and y. So if two circles are concentric, meaning both of the circles have same center, that means the coefficients of x and y will be same. So what will be different? Different will be c, the constant term. So if one of the circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. If I have to write the equation of circle, which is concentric to this, so the coefficients of x and y will remain same, only c will change. So let's say the equation will be x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy. This will remain the same. Plus lambda. Instead of c, we'll have another constant lambda equals to 0. So this is the meaning of concentric circles. Let's see the MCQ. Yeah. I am expecting you guys to give the answer. Come on, let's see. We did just now. We have to find S11. What is S11? Just substitute this point in this equation. Let's see what you get. Do you get less than 0, equal to 0, or greater than 0? Come on, guys. This is the last sum. Then we'll end the session here. We'll continue in the next session. Come on. Let's see who gets the answer. Come on. Fadafat, take your pen. Or can you calculate it orally? Come on, guys. Oh, Anjana already got the answer. Superb. It is 2. Yeah. Let us calculate S1 में substitute the point. It will be 1 square plus 2 square plus 6 into 1 plus 8 into 2 minus 96. Right. So 1 plus 4, 5 plus 6 plus 16 minus 96. I think this is 11. 27 minus 96. Yeah. So basically S11 is less than 0. And if S11 is less than 0, that means the point is inside the circle. So inside the circle. So thank you all guys for attending today's lecture. We'll be continuing in the next session, which is on Monday. Okay. So thank you. We'll be continuing with, I guess, next. We talked about next lesson. We'll do all the questions. So next lecture will be a questions lecture throughout. Please revise and come the three forms of the equation of circle, concentric circles, and position of a point. We'll solve this question. Good questions on this. Okay, guys. Bye bye, everyone. Take care. Tata.